Hey, what is up guys? DRC3 here, back with another My Hero Ultra Impact video, and today we're going to be doing our very first case file. That is the Spirited Away incident. I have no idea what is going on with case files. There is a notice, but I didn't feel like taking a look at it, so I'm going to be going through this completely blind with you guys for the first time, so you'll get my full reaction to this. It says at the top we have teams left 6, so I assume you only get to use so many teams or tries per day. I'm interested to see how that goes, how this all works. It says featured rewards are an SR Endeavor and an SR Najire, who weren't previously in the game. These used to be JP exclusive characters, I do believe, so I'm interested to see how this all works out. Let's go ahead and tap into it and see how it looks. So I've just tapped into the screen, and this is what it looks like to me. It looks kind of like a murder board, like we're putting together some sort of story for the Spirited Away incident, which is really cool. It's got a story for chapter 1, and then it has stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. It looks like pretty decent rewards. It has a silver ticket for stage 1, pieces for stage 2, and then stage 3 is a character or a DX piece, which should be pretty nice. And then it has an arrow at the bottom. I don't think I can tap the... Yeah, I can't tap the arrow yet, so I'm not sure if there's more after stage 3. I'd assume there is, because you're able to get the Endeavor and the Najire, and I assume you get them later in the stages. And it also says stage 30 on the left over here on the file, so that leads me to believe that there are somehow 30 stages to this. Hopefully each stage having its own reward, which would be really, really nice. And there are 10 stories as well. So we have story chapter 1 out of 10. So I'm really excited, like really genuinely excited to see how this goes. Let's go ahead and tap into story 1 and we will see how this is looking so far. It's Spirited Away incident, chapter 1 of 10. There's 10 chapters to this. Wow. I can't believe they actually are doing this to where there's this much of a story. Midoriya, excuse me, the Endeavor Agency is here to give a report on a case we solved. Okay, sounds good to me. That should be, this is sick. This is really, really cool. I have no idea how to say this guy's name. Naomasa I don't know. I don't want to say it. That almost sounded like a bad word when I said it. Oh, it seems you're back. Detective Tsukuchi. That's what we're calling him, Tsukuchi. Because Tsukuchi's easier. We're calling him Kuchi. Detective Kuchi! Alright. Midoriya, Detective Kuchi. Good work, everyone. We appreciate your help in solving this case. Okay, what case was it? Oh, Bakugo is there too. Endeavor, no problem. It was a tricky one, but I made short work of it. Bakugo looks unhappy as usual. There were a bunch of villains with quirks I ain't seen before. Gotta admit, it was surprisingly tough. Even a Bakugo admits it's tough. Wow. Huh. It was certainly not your standard case, says Endeavor. Kuchi man, Detective Kuchi, ha 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 ha. But we were able to solve the Spirited Away incident quickly, thanks to you. So I assume it's going to be like a recap where they tell us what this Spirited Away incident was. The case would have ended up in the cold case pile if not for the Endeavor Agency. Okay. Thank you. Deku's really happy about that, I guess. Ah, Todoroki's here too. However, it wasn't just the Endeavor Agency that participated. Many other agencies also helped. Endeavor, right. We were able to solve this quickly by teaming up and fighting side by side with other heroes. Detective Kuchi, that's true. I'll give my thanks to the heroes in the other agencies later. Okay then, I've asked you to come to the station to report on details of this case. We weren't on site, but we needed to write up a report on the entire Spirited Away incident. Since you have a first-hand account, please tell me everything that happened from beginning to end. Understood. Please jump in if I forget any details. Yes, sir. Okay, let's start by talking about when we first started the investigation. So it is a recap. All right, cool. And if you guys don't want to see the bits of the story, I will read through all of them. I'm going to take my time, enjoy the story, but skip those parts of the video. If you do not want to listen to the story, maybe you did it on your own and you just want to see the battle. All right, so here we go. Stage 1, silver ticket on the line, and you get some advanced leveling items. Hey, this is not bad. Not bad at all. but you get special guest. Okay, so do we not get to use our own characters? What is... Okay, what is this? What is this? All right, the heroes here to help with the cases can give you a hand in battle too, okay? These heroes all have powerful support skills. Choose your timing carefully. All right, so they have different support skills like decreasing defensive opponents, regenerating HP, increasing power of all allies. Okay, and we only have 3 of them to choose. I'm gonna choose the one that gives me HP and plus Ultra Gauge because that's like a no-brainer, realistically. And then Detective Coochie, you will be taking on the cases in small teams. Remember, 3 members on a team. Okay, so we're not doing the normal 5-member team. It looks like just 3 members on a team, each of them having their own memory. Teams out investigating can't be sent to another stage. It's important to choose who you send where. Oh, are we not actually fighting this? We send them out and don't get to... Okay. When all of your teams are out to investigate, use restore teams and solve as many cases as you can. Okay. Case solving requires speed. Make sure to keep track of how many turns you are using up. You might not be able to take them down in one battle. Don't give up and whittle their HP down. Okay, so we have different teams here, and it looks like it's just different combinations of my characters, but I don't get to choose. It just can I not switch it? Okay, it looks like I actually... Oh, okay, you can switch it. Okay. All right, so good, nice. It makes you pre-made teams. Love that. That saves me a lot of trouble. And it's put my rare characters on a team, which is hilarious. It thinks my rare characters are that strong. It looks like it just goes on overall stats and what's ever going to give you the highest battle power team. As you can see, I have a bunch of decently high battle power teams. I just find it so funny that it thinks my strongest teams have SRs and rares on them, which is just absolutely hilarious to me. But that's cool. All right, so we can checkbox all of these, right? So oh no, okay, we choose one team at a time. Sure, we'll use the SR team, why not? And we go to battle start. All right, stage 1, let's go. I like that kind of that it generated a team for me so I don't have to think too much. I wish you could like put filters on though that determine like if you just wanted your URs or SRs to be on those teams. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm just going to use auto battle. I don't think this is going to be too difficult. Level 1. Yeah, there we go. Well, the auto battle has its uses, guys. Don't be afraid to use auto battle, especially when your characters are this strong and you're doing a case file. Okay, so now you can also see the trust points going up, so that's nice. Getting those trust points up. In addition, on characters I might not normally use, like for example, the SR Shigaraki or the SR Todoroki. And those rewards, phenomenal. I'm really, really excited about this, guys. And this is purely just my reaction. I know it's probably not a normal video where it's not as concise as what I normally do, but I am just fully enjoying this. Let me know how you guys feel about the case files down in the comments. But like, if I was a free-to-play player, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing right here. All right, 2 special guests. Once again, I'm going to pick Deku because of the plus Ultra Gauge and whatnot. We'll go ahead and use this team. So our other team has gone away. Team 1 is done. We can't use them again. That's cool. That's fine. I'm not too worried. I can use all these teams pretty much in any scenario and it's going to be fine. All right, this will probably actually kill them if Bakugo does his attack all. Yeah, well, he didn't even need his attack all. But rare Bakugo, his attack all is so strong. It's actually ridiculous. Well, there we go. Won it with rare characters. Really easily. Yup. And free character pieces. Man, the rewards are so nice. You get the power protein too. Like, guys, this is good. This is good stuff. Oh, okay. You can just scroll over on the board. I'm so dumb. I thought you had to press the arrow before at the beginning of this video, and I was sitting there tapping the arrow, and I probably look like a big dum-dum at the beginning of this, but that's all right. Okay, so this goes on for a minute, and at the end you get all these rewards right here. Okay, that's A. All right, so what are we getting? We're getting orbs, we're getting SR memories. Hey, you know what? We're getting silver tickets. This is sick. This is absolutely amazing. This is really, really cool. Okay, awesome. Next one. And we're gonna let it run on auto. That's a new looking enemy. Yakuza villain. Have they been in the game before? Have we seen this particular skinned villain in the game? I don't know if we have. That's interesting. That's kind of cool. Okay. And one nice thing about this is we've used 3 teams right there. We get to use up to 6 within basically a try. And then after that, you get 1 free refresh for the day, which I find really nice. And now we're on part 2 of the story of the Spirited Away incident. Back to the time slightly after the investigation into the Spirited Away incident began. Deku, Endeavor, according to the investigation materials, it should be around here. Endeavor, I see, then the entrance must be around here. You guys just said the same thing. Todoroki, entrance, there should be some graffiti down on the ground, right? Deku, yeah, that graffiti marks where the warp gate is. Todoroki, then let's search for the suspicious looking graffiti. Bakugo, quit wasting time chatting. If you weren't so slow, I would have found it by now. Let's jump in and go beat up some bad guys. Endeavor, wait Bakugo, we can't rush in without knowing what they have up their sleeves. Before we engage, let's organize our information on this case and share our insights, okay? Shh, whatever, says Bakugo. This is a serial kidnapping and robbery case spanning multiple cities. I wish this stuff really did happen and they had more time to like intern under Endeavor. That would have been sick. Endeavor, the victims are all different ages and genders without anything in common. As they were just walking down the road, they suddenly wandered into a massive maze they've never seen before. That sounds more like they got lost than any Spirited Away stuff. If only it were that simple. All the victims claim that they were attacked by heroes while they were lost. Oh, okay. Heroes, says Deku. Add in that shock and fear with the fact that they're all just normal townspeople. There was nothing they could do. They were knocked out. When they woke up, they would be laying in the spot where they got lost. Any money or valuables they had on them when they got lost were gone. Hey, that's a good scam right there. Bakugo, the more I hear this, the less I get it. We sure they didn't just dream this up? Deku, I don't know. Their memories may be muddled, so they just might be saying that what they think they saw. Endeavor, the easiest explanation is that a villain is robbing them. Since the victim testimony is unreliable and the objectives are unclear, this has been named the Spirited Away incident. Todoroki, these incidents are just too complicated. One to kidnap, another to prepare the maze, and another to play the hero who attacks. I think we have to assume at least 3 people with quirks are involved. That's right, so we need to be careful. Bakugo, no duh. You want to talk that way to Endeavor? Okay. Endeavor, let's invade their base through this entrance. Charge. Bro, you just said let's not do that, and then you're like, let's do that. Okay, cool. Anyways, story's obviously not the best written, but still, I enjoyed them somewhat. Oh, hey, we're getting our first memory here. This is one for Fat Gum. All right, I'm down to get this SR memory. What does this SR memory do? Oh, okay, I guess I gotta unlock it first, but all right. Let's do it. Let's get the memory. Let's get the new SR memory. I am excited for this. Do a little bit of a download, do a little dance. All right. These guys are getting... Oh, I was going to say they're getting tougher because like last time it felt like it took a little bit longer to kill them. But apparently not. They're still pushovers. Okay, so this is good. Free-to-play content, grindy content, not too hard. Fairly easy. I'm liking it a lot so far. All right, I want to know what this memory does. Okay, I'll have to look at it at another time. Let's go ahead and do stage 5. And once again, I just can't get over the fact that it generates your team for you. That is, imagine having to put together 6 teams each time. That'd be a giant pain in the butt. So I really do like that. I don't know if there's filters to it. If there's not, I hope they add filters to it so you can filter out like kind of what type of characters you want on your team. That'd be nice. Our Smart Lady's victory pose never gets old. We got mommy number 1 and mommy number 2 on the team. Mommy number 1 is Mirko. Mommy number 2 is Mount Lady. All right, chapter 3 of 10. What is this place, says Deku. Endeavor, while we went through the entrance near the graffiti, seems like we chose to be spirited away. Bakugo, I was wondering how huge this maze would be, but it's just a cave. Endeavor, according to the police who came here first, it might be an underground tunnel that isn't used anymore. Midoriya, an underground maze with unknown traps. I'll make a map from the path we take. Todoroki, if you knew it was this big, why didn't you ask other heroes to come search? You asked to team up with heroes from other agencies during the missions meeting, right? Endeavor, I don't know the why of it, but unfortunately it seems there is a limit to the number of people who can get spirited away. Only 4 people can enter through the same entrance, although there are other entrances. Convenient. Deku, right. Since these cases are happening in different places, there must be multiple entrances. Exactly. In those other places, the heroes from agencies who receive the requests are trying to infiltrate the entrances as well. Deku, that's right. Everyone else is trying their best, so I got it too. Endeavor, focus on what's ahead of you. Here comes the welcome party. It's like they're in a dungeon. That's kind of sick, actually. Endeavor, I am not a villain. 2 endeavors. Alright. Be careful, the one standing next to you is a fake. We switched places when we warped here. Deku, what? Don't be so easily tricked, Deku. That one is the fake. He's trying to confuse us. Although this explains the stories about being attacked by heroes. Right, Todoroki, you've watched him for a long time. Can you tell which is real? Don't know. He's your dad, man. Okay, you know what? I take it back. The writing is not bad. Okay, Shoto. Okay, that was a good one. That was good. That was very, very good. All right. Stage 6. And we get more pieces. Let's go. Deku, our final team. Let's do this. And then we can restore teams, so you actually get 12 tries in a day, which is nice. That's not bad at all. All right, boom. And they're dead. 1 hit. 1 hit. They could have made it a little bit harder than that. They didn't have to make it quite so easy. Hopefully by the time we get to level 30, it'll be at least a little more difficult. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see when we get there. All right, and now we are on stage 7. Then we have chapter 4 of the story. Then we have stage 8, stage 9, stage 10, and stage 11, where we have a boss. And we'll be able to make it all the way to stage 12 today with our free refresh. So we'll get halfway through the story in this video. All right, let's go ahead and do stage 7. Stage 7, we are getting the Endeavor, the SR Endeavor, so I'm really excited to get that. That'll be awesome. All right, so go here. And one thing to note, while I'm going ahead and restoring our teams here and starting this up, is that it's really nice that we got all those Todoroki pieces, because that's going to make it easier to get that Todoroki to level 120 and get him as a stronger SR character overall. That's going to be really, really nice. And that is really good for free-to-play players. All right. Okay, this Endeavor's fairly strong for a boss battle. This Endeavor's, you know what? Okay. He survived 1 turn. He survived a whole turn. I'll give him that. He survived 1 turn. But still, not much of a challenge. Not the end game content you typically look for, like when you look for like Climax Battle, for example. I like Climax Battle. I kind of hate that they made it so grindy though. Like, it's terrible. But I do like the grind of this, so I'm not going to complain about how hard it is. Endeavor, Flash Fire Fist, Jet Burn. Other Endeavor, don't use my technique, you fake. Oh, okay. Midoriya, what a battle. I wonder which one is real. Our power is leagues apart. Don't be fooled by some cheap copy. You call it cheap, but you two look identical. This fake is a real. Here's the proof. Burn and perish. Prominence burn. No way, that he ain't the real deal. Heh, you saw through him, Bakugo. He's giving it all he's got, but my flames are on another level. Well, if I really used Prominence Burn in such a tight space, the walls would crumble. Figure it out, will ya? They look similar, but their moves are different. You're right, his arm movements are less crisp, and there's something off with the way he uses his moves. You really zoom in on the details, huh? Then this one has to be real. I'll cut off its escape route. It does have the same intensity and voice as the original, though. We can't let it break our team. Unbelievable. We'll need to come up with a password later to avoid this confusion. I suppose we're lucky it was a fake me that attacked first, though. Glad we didn't have to fight you. Those two were nearly tricked. It must be a struggle for you, but it was much easier for me. Since I was certain it was a fake, I just needed to show it with power. Fake one, I don't know what trick this is, but you'll regret disguising as me. Feel the fist of the real deal and never forget. I am the only true Endeavor in this world. Amazing, you knocked out the fake Endeavor with a single punch. Now that's a real hero. Humph, you better get stronger if you want to pretend to be me. Todoroki, huh? There's something by your feet, Endeavor. Huh? What in the world? This is an action figure of me. Okay. Alright. You know what? This is great. This is literally so good. This is fantastic. I am so happy. I'm genuinely happy. I want to know what this memory does. Fist of Heroism. Literally, just go into your memories if you get this memory and see what the memory does. But alright, here we go. Next, we're going to do this in one turn. Yep, one turn. I don't even think we really need Iida's or Uraraka's moves here because Bakugo would have just blasted them all. But it's fine. Easy peasy. Rare characters carrying me through the case files. Oh, it's too funny. It's too funny. Okay, next we have stage 9, then 10, 11, and 12. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Just gonna continue to use Deku because I think he is the best option overall for us. One turn, once again, clear. Should be fairly easy. Oh, this time it put Kaminari on our team. So it switched our team a little bit. I do like that it's switching our teams for us so we're not always doing the same characters. That's kind of nice. Alright, and next we got the silver tickets. The silver tickets are going to be lifelines. If you get these silver tickets from case files up until the JP 1.5 year anniversary, try to save them so you can use them to summon on the fantasy banner. Do not be spending them right now on the, even though you might want Black Whip Deku, even though you might want President Mike, save those silver tickets. Save them if you can. Very, very important. And we are on stage 11 with our boss battle. We're going to get an orb. Yes. And then we can do chapter 5 of the story, stage 12, and we will end the video after that. My phone is almost dead. No, we got to get through it. We got to get through it. Oh, man. All right, so this will take us 2 turns, I think. We actually have a pretty strong team right here. Weird that it gave me such a strong team. I mean, I'll take it. I will definitely take that. Oh, please don't start popping up every 10 seconds with a critical battery. Please charge. Ugh. This is why you charge your phone, guys. Don't be me. It's gonna tell me every 2 seconds that my phone is dying. Alright, and he's dead. Okay, solid. Endeavor is dead. Good. Big, big, big. Alright, chapter 5 of 10, halfway there. Here we go. Endeavor and the others defeated the fake and began going deeper into the underground dungeon. Meanwhile, other heroes were investigating the Spirited Away incident in Osaka. And we have Fat Gum and Kirishima. Fat Gum, I see a password, huh? Kirishima, on the other hand, you on the phone with Endeavor? Yeah, it seems like Endeavor Agency dove into the mystery of the Spirited Away incidents a bit before us. And then you have Tetsu. Why did Endeavor have to say? Fat Gum, seems they got cheap copies of us heroes down there. And then Tamaki Amajiki, copies of heroes. Endeavor's double popped out looking and talking just like him. It could cause problems if we can't tell by looking at them. Yeah, so Endeavor said we should use a password for when these copies appear. Our passwords can be anything, it doesn't really matter what. Then how about what we had for breakfast? Sorry, but it's a bit distracting to hear Takoyaki shouted at me while we're fighting. How about chivalry? You're always talking about that stuff. We're done if they know how you talk. Screw this tricky stuff. Let's just go in punching and whoever wins is the real deal. Interesting idea. Well, Endeavor did defeat his own fake that way. Well, let's just come up with a password and adjust if we need to. Now, why don't we take a visit? Okay, so we're gonna get to see Fat Gum and Kirishima. That is gonna be sick in the next part of the story. We're gonna finish up stage 12 here and then end off the video. We're gonna go ahead and use, who do we want to use here? Yeah, let's raise our power. Screw it. We'll use Amajiki here and then use this final team. All right, so this is probably gonna one hit again. Actually, no, pretty close though. All right, so one turn, dead, easy, and that is as far as we can get in the case file right now with the free refresh. Now the question is, can you purchase more tries for the day? That is the question. So let's see, stage 13, 2 special guests. Let's say we're gonna do this, right? You can restore teams for, how much does it cost? Today's restores, 3 of 3. Use 10 hero gems to restore teams. Okay, so you can restore your teams with hero gems, but realistically, I'm gonna save that because you want as many hero gems as you can get, right? Don't waste hero gems on restoring your teams if you can help it, especially with the JP 1.5 year anniversary coming up. Save all your hero gems you can get. If this video gets to 30 likes, I will do a part 2 of the Spirited Away case file. If you guys enjoyed the video, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and peace.